Stop what, huh? Stop this, huh? Oh, hey, hold on a second. How about a little this? Huh? Oh, and this summer, this, and this. Oh, yeah. Well, there's always this. What's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with me. Everything is fine.
Now, what are you doing?
I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'll tell you what I'm not doing. I'll tell you what we're not doing. I can tell you all about that.
I'm sorry. I'm just not ready to.
Sorry? Screw that. Oh, wait. You don't do that, do you, Star?
I'm leaving.
Don't you know that I won a football game all by myself? I'm a freaking football star. You are lucky to be with me. David.
Clint, didn't hear you come up.
I know that. I didn't want to scare you, fearing you'd end up in the river.
That's a good thing, because I can't swim.
What about all those times I saw you at the country club?
I was way out at Dorian's pool, but there aren't usually enough people there to watch me.
Huh. What are you reading?
Surf Pro.
Why are you reading a surfing magazine if you don't know how to swim?
Research for my new home. I've had it here in the States. I've decided to move to a country that borders the Pacific Ocean.
You're leaving Landview?
That's right. And Clint, I'm leaving Dorian in your hands.
Get over there.
What?
The door's unlocked and I know I locked it. Just stay there.
Maybe you forgot.
I never forget.
What are you trying to tell me?
It's about Christian and his fight.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, right. Well, the thing is, I sort of knew what Vincent had in mind, but I thought...
You knew about it? Before it happened?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that he was planning on fixing the fight.
John died in that car accident. Bo identified the body himself. Why are you sitting here telling me that he's still alive?
Because he is.
Why? Why are you saying this to me?
Because he told me so himself.
You've seen John?
And so have you.
Vincent had in mind. Were you in on it?
No, of course not.
What am I supposed to think?
I was at Capricorn the night of the fight, and overheard Vincent talking to one of the stooges. What's that guy's name? Ted?
How long was this before the fight?
About an hour.
So you had plenty of time to tell somebody to tell me, and you didn't? Why?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I know I should have. But, Christian's not my favorite guy, you know?
And it didn't matter to you how important he is to me. You knew Vincent was setting him up, and you did nothing?
No, not exactly nothing, no.
What did you do?
I bet against him. I put money on Abbott.
I can't believe this.
I truly sorry. I really am. But you know, I could have kept this from you, and I didn't.
What kind of person are you, Todd?
I think we know exactly what kind of person Todd is.
Have you seen Star?
What? No.
I guess it'd be pointless to ask if you ran into Cole tonight.
Who cares where that guy is?
What did you do?
What?
Why did he hit you?
Because he's nuts.
So it's completely unprovoked? You didn't deserve it?
No, I might have said something about Star, but everybody does. What is he going to do? Beat up the whole school?
Maybe if you're a little bit nicer to her.
Hey, this is nothing. The way he's raging out right now, he's the one you ought to be worried about.
What? Hey! What are you talking about?
No, you've been throwing yourself at me for weeks, and now all of a sudden I'm not good enough?
Not like this. No, you're not good enough. You're disgusting like this.
But this is a freaking party. Why can't you act like a normal girl for once? You uptight little...
You want normal? I'll go get Brittany and I'll tell her to bring her knee pad.
Sorry, wait, I'm sorry.
Look, Natalie, I know this whole thing sounds real funny, but I'm really trying to do the right thing here.
What? By telling me that John's alive and that I have seen him, you think that's the right thing to do?
If you would just listen to me and let me explain to you what happened.
Fine. Where's John then, huh? Where did you supposedly see him?
In Hugh's hospital bed.
What?
Yeah. That's not my friend Hugh in the Atlantic City burn unit. It's John McBain.
You know that.
Yeah. Well, I know it's not Hugh. You see, Hugh, he has brown eyes. And the man in that bed, he has blue ones.
Okay, so, a lot of people have blue eyes. That doesn't mean it's John.
Okay. Remember when I came over and I talked to you in the church? See, I didn't know it for myself at first. But the nurse had told me that he had blue eyes. So I went back to the hospital and I asked him who he was. And it's really hard for this man to talk. And he told me, and I could hear him clearly, he said, my name is John.
Okay. Alright, so you say this man's name is John and that he has blue eyes, but that doesn't mean that he's my John.
True, but there's more. When I still thought he was Hugh, I told him about the kiss. I told him about how you kissed me on the rooftop. And this man, he could hardly move, and he grabbed my arm like he wanted to rip it off. I'm telling you, Natalie, the man in Hugh's hospital bedroom is John McBain.
He's gonna get the bites! Mom!
You're crucifying my ribs, baby.
You mind telling me what you think you're doing?
I was thirsty.
So, you broke into my place?
No, I didn't exactly break in. I had your key made to the deadbolt. You know, when you two were fooling around this summer. No, you might have an emergency.
I'll deal with it. What was with the blanket?
Well, I thought it was a robber or a killer or something like that.
And using a key...
The door was open, Rex.
Yeah, but you snuck in like a rat burglar. I may be going down, but I'm not going down without a fight.
So you came by because you needed a drink?
Yeah, the liquor store was closed and I was absolutely parched.
Don't you have to work tomorrow?
Oh, you bet I do, baby. Let's see. I got 6 cuts and blowouts. I got 4 double processes and highlights and everything. And I never would have ditched Jessica's wedding. But, well, the Hair Haven is my baby. You know, other than you and Natty.
So the last thing you need is a hangover. Better go home to bed.
No, hey, the night is young and I am wide awake. And I haven't talked to you in neons. You've done a very good job keeping her away from me. So you two don't have anything special planned tonight, do you?
Does Dorian know that you're handing her off to me?
She would be thrilled.
Well, I doubt that. She likes to make her own decisions.
You don't know Dorian like I do. She's independent, but she likes to let you do the decision-making from time to time. And when she does, that's when you know she really loves you.
She'll be sad that you're going.
Well, Dorian and I have been in and out of each other's lives for a very long time. That's not going to change just because I'm catching waves in foreign waters.
David, a bit of free advice. Start with the swimming lessons and then move on to surfing, or else, the waves will be catching you.
Come to think of it, I don't like the ocean at all. It's too unpredictable.
Well, if you want predictable, stay here.
Oh, no, small towns are the worst. Between the marriages and the divorces and the affairs, the babies. My big brother, the sociopathic surgeon. No, you never know what's next in a small town. I mean, think about it. Whoever would have thought you'd be hitting the sheets with Dorian Lord?
Have you been eavesdropping?
I didn't have to eavesdrop. I already knew what you did.
Yeah, who from? That crooked manager of yours?
You're in no position to judge Vincent or anybody else.
So what are you going to do? You're going to beat me up like you did that Ted guy?
You're not worth a sore knuckles, Todd.
He's right.
I see. So what happened to all this? You got to be honest, in the relationship stuff you were spouting.
You saw what that fight did to Christian. We sat right here in this bar, and you listened to me crying about what kind of man he was turning into because he was accused of something he didn't do. You, of all people, know how that feels, and you never said one word to me. But the truth came out in spite of you, and so what are you doing now? Are you easing your guilty conscience with me?
How much money did you make?
What?
The money you put down on that, but how much did you make?
I don't remember.
That money meant more to you than our friendship. It meant more to you than Christian's reputation, than his livelihood, than his life, and you don't know how much it was?
I'm not telling you that what I did was right.
What the hell has this son of a bitch ever done for me?
What have I done for you, Todd? I went through hell with you, and this is how you treat someone I love? What if I would have done something like this? To Blair?
You wouldn't have.
No, I wouldn't have, and I think that is the difference between us.
Now, hold on. You said to me, friends have to be as honest with each other as people who are involved, and we're friends. So.
No, Todd, we are not friends. And I don't think we ever were.
So you think that the guy in the AC hospital room is John?
Why would he tell me he was if he wasn't?
How could this happen?
I don't know. It was a big pileup. Maybe some of the bodies got mixed up.
No. His brother identified the body. He's a doctor.
Did he do an autopsy?
No, I mean, they said that there was no need to because they know how he died.
Well, the bodies were burned up pretty bad. How'd they make a positive identification?
I gave John this St. Jude's medal, and he had it clutched in his hand when they found the body, and his badge was near him, the tattoo.
Well, Hugh had a tattoo. I was with him when he got it. But that St. Jude's thing, I don't know. I can't explain that one.
Okay, but I was in the room. I talked to him. I mean, I never thought for a minute.
And you remember how upset he got?
Yeah, but I mean, I was there in the room. I talked to him. How could I be so close to him and not know it was him?
Look, Natalie, the man, he's hurt bad. He's all bandaged up. And besides, you've been going through a lot. Your family's been telling you. Everybody's been telling you that John's dead. You haven't been yourself lately. You haven't been yourself for a while.
I mean, I just never thought it was a possibility. I couldn't allow myself to go there. If this is true, I need to see it for myself. I need to go find out for myself.
Star, wait, I didn't mean to. Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, I need clarification.
Word too long. Me, stupid football player.
Okay, what you were talking about before. What's wrong with Cole?
Me don't know.
Yes, you do. No, Langston, you mustn't confuse him. Here, help me. Where's Star? Oh, can't find your girlfriend? She dumped you? Cut the crap. Where is she? Probably doing drugs with her boyfriend. You mean Cole? I know. What is happening to today's you? Langston, we have to go. Whoa. What happened to your shirt? Hold on, they're making him turn into a pig. We have to go home now.
Star, wait. Wait, I can explain.
Well, I don't get this.
Sounded pretty
I mean, I'm upfront and honest with you, and this is what you do to me.
I stood by you when everybody in this town, including the mother of your children, thought you were a murderer. I pretty much gave up eating and sleeping to work on your defense. I went to jail and risked everything I have ever worked for rather than give you up to the DA. And after all of that, Todd, you don't lift a finger to help the man I love when he is the victim of a crime? You make me sad. I expected so much more. I mean, I know you have this brash exterior and all, but I really thought that was just a cover, that underneath all that, you were this fantastic human being. I was wrong.
Okay, I know I screwed up. I messed up. I'm so sorry. You know, I was just recovering, and I was in the hospital, and I wasn't thinking. Please.
Can you give me my bouquet, please? Thank you. Here you go.
You go ahead. I want to talk to Todd first.
Christian, I spent a lot of time talking to Todd, and I think it was a waste, but if that's what you want to do. Can I just see you later?
All right, get it over with.
I just want to say that I understand. I know why you didn't say anything.
Yeah, give me a break.
No, I mean it, man. Look, I know you don't like me any better than I like you. But you didn't keep your mouth shut about Vincent just to make a buck. You did it because I'm with Evangeline, and you're in love with her. So why don't you just admit it?
Well, now, Natalie, wait.
Why?
You just can't go charging in there.
Why not? Get out of my way!
No.
You tell me that he's alive and you're not going to let me go in there and see him get out of my way. He's not here.
Hey, Natalie? What are you doing here?
Where is he?
They took him up to surgery.
Why? Did something go wrong?
No. He's about to begin his first set of skin grafts.
Natalie, what's wrong?
You know, it had to be fabulous growing up in Puerto Rico. The beach, the clubs, the hotties, the rum.
Well, actually, I lived a pretty sheltered life. I went to a convent school.
What a damper. You know, I think I knew that, but I blocked it out like a bad trip.
Look, Ma, I'm beat, and you have a long day tomorrow, so why don't you go on home?
Oh, wait a minute. Come on, stop it. The night is young. Hey, I got a great idea. Let's play a game.
A game?
Yeah, remember we used to play these great little games when you were a kid?
Uh-huh. I think my favorite one was give Rex to Aunt Corrine while I go off with my new bum of a boyfriend.
Well, I didn't give you the Aunt Corrine. It was a loan.
Whatever.
You know, when I was going through the closet over there looking for the schnapps, I found some great games.
Mom! Roxy! I'm really sorry about this.
Hey, I love your mom.
Well, I'd love to rip off all your clothes and make passionate love to you. We're gonna play Go Fish instead.
She's sweet.
Sweet?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the word I'd use. Functional alcoholic, yes. Borderline psychotic, maybe.
Okay, here we go. This is a great one. What would you do? The game of morals and ethics. What the hell is that? Okay. What you do is... Oh, yeah. Okay, you pick a card, and you ask a question, and you got to give an answer, and you can't fib. Okay, Rexy, you go first.
A guest shows up at your house uninvited and refuses to leave, even after you've dropped several hints. What would you do?
You're crazy about Evangeline, so why not just admit it?
There's nothing to admit. She and I are friends only. At least we were until you showed up. What's so funny?
You've been lying to everybody for so long, you finally started lying to yourself. You know what's crazy about it all? So you actually believe in yourself?
How would you know what I believe?
Come on, Todd, I'm not stupid. I see the way you look at her.
She's a beautiful woman, so
you see, she's a lot more than that. She's a great woman. She's strong. She's brave. She's smart. She's the kind of person that won't drop a candy wrapper on the sidewalk just because she'll have a guilty conscience. And you're using her to drive Blair crazy because you know she is something that Blair can never be. You're in love with her, Todd. Admit it.
I wonder, is that really it? Or are you afraid she's falling in love with me?
Whoa. Somebody likes to play rough. Star, take a couple deep breaths. Maybe it'll clear some of the fog out in here.
Cole?
Hey, did you see Star's shirt downstairs? It was all ripped. She looked very disappointed with her little football hero.
What do you think happened?
Those pills I saw in Cole's locker, I think they make him do bad things.
Too bad we can't report him.
Yeah, but this is way too good to ignore.
If you say anything...
Yeah, I know. Everyone will think I planted them there.
You already have kind of a bad reputation.
I mean, I think it's great. I've got it.
Got what?
An idea. Remember those?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to kill two brats with one stone.
Leave her alone!
Stay out of this. Starting to talk to you. Man, don't tell me to calm down. Stop gawking at me! Star, I need to talk to you.
You talked enough!
Are you okay?
No, it was an accident. But he scared you anyway. This isn't even like him. I don't know what happened.
911? I'm at a party and there's this football player. His name is Cole. Oh God, I think he's high. He attacked me. The address is 13 Linden Tree Lane. Please hurry. My name is Star. Star Bandit.
You seem upset, honey. What's wrong?
Vincent here actually said something to me.
Well, I said that I thought she would feel better if she came and saw Hugh.
You tell Natalie what's good for her?
So, they're working on Hugh's face?
Yeah, right. He's well enough that they can start the reconstructive surgery, which is, well, it makes us hopeful.
Okay, so after the surgery, will we be able to see his face?
Well, not right away. The doctors have to be very careful because there's a high risk of infection, so it will probably be a while. Natalie, I know this must be so hard for you, seeing Hugh making this progress when John never had that chance. It's very unfair. They both should have survived the crash, and I'm so sorry. And I appreciate so much you're coming here to show Hugh some support.
Actually, that's not the only reason I came.
That's it, isn't it? You're afraid of losing Evangeline to me.
She just said she wasn't even your friend anymore and she walked out of here. You saw her.
Yeah, she's mad at me. Big deal. She'll get over it.
Right.
By the time you crawl into bed with her tonight, she'll be thinking, you know what, Todd, I overreacted.
You're deluded, Todd. You know that.
No, you're deluded. Something's happening right under your nose and you don't want to see it.
You finally pushed her too far, man. I'm telling you, you messed with my life.
She worries about you.
Let me get something straight. I am not just some charity case. I am the man in her life. I go to the mat for her and she go to the mat for me. You know why? Because we love each other. We're in love. And if she felt anything for you at all, well, guess what? She doesn't anymore.
Man, let me go. I need to talk to her. Get off of me.
What happened? I don't know. Officer, is there a problem?
We're looking for a kid named Cole.
He's over there. The one having the tantrum?
Hey, kid. Why don't you try to calm it down?
I'm okay, all right?
What are the police doing here?
Now, does anyone here know if Star Manning is still here? How about
God,
you? You know what? You know?
Did you call the police? No! But we have to... I can't deal with this. We have to hide now. But if you didn't do anything wrong, we have to... Okay, right, let's go.
I'll bring you down to the station.
You study hard for the big exam. As you are taking it, you see another student consulting notes he's written on his hand. When the grades are posted, you get a B+, and the cheater gets an A. What would you do?
Oh, that one's easy.
Yeah, report him to the teacher.
Are you kidding me?
It's not fair. He cheated, and he did better than I did.
With notes on his hand, big deal.
Well, still, what if it was a math test and he wrote the formulas on his hand that took me hours to memorize?
Well, I'd rather take the B+ than be the little suck-up who goes crying to the teacher.
You're right. That's what I always say. You never rat anyone, right?
Yeah.
So, you're saying I'm a suck-up or a rat?
Neither one. This game is over and you're going home.
Oh, no, it's not, baby. No. Just one more question.
One more, and then you are out of here.
Oh, okay. All right. What if you found out some important information, but it could hurt another person? Would you tell them or keep it to yourself?
Dorian and me. Now, I never in a million years thought that we would be together. And if Asa has his way, we won't be.
Was Asa going to have his way?
David, I'm a little long on the tooth to be taking orders from Paul.
That is the first thing I think I've ever heard a Buchanan say that I agree with.
And that doesn't mean that Dorian and me will be getting together. I mean, that's my decision.
Uh-huh. That's what you think.
What?
Clint, what are you doing wandering around the docks in the middle of the night? Shouldn't you be at home cutting a check for Jessica's wedding?
Oh, well, I was just taking a couple of wedding gifts over to Jesse and Antonio's place, that's all.
Mine's in the mail.
David, your mere presence was gift enough.
What a nice thing to say, Clint. I know I'm not one of your favorite people.
I don't know. You stood up to Spencer. You know, we appreciate that. The whole family does.
Yeah. Maybe if I had a family like yours, I'd have turned out differently.
Yeah, probably. I know I wouldn't be the man I am without my family. I know that for a fact. But David, don't beat yourself up. You did a good thing.
You made a difference.
Really?
Hell, I just married my daughter off. I'm feeling generous.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Wow, I just had a conversation that I enjoyed with a Buchanan. Maybe we got more in common than I thought. Why don't I take a page from your book? Nah, not the integrity thing. That doesn't really suit me, but the whole cowboy boots, spurs thing, maybe I could rope myself a good woman.
David, stick with what you know. I tell you something. You'll do just fine.
Actually, what I meant was, I wanted to talk to Uncle Bo in private.
Of course.
Can we leave the hospital for a little while?
Well, honey, I came here to be with Paige, and they've just taken you into surgery now. But there's a certain amount of risk involved in this surgery, so if something happens, I want to be here. So unless it's life or death, I'm staying here.
I'm sorry.
What?
What did you tell her? She'll be okay.
All I wanted to do is tell him, and he wouldn't let me.
I was worried about Paige.
Yeah, well, I'm worried about John. If that really is John. I mean, you heard what Uncle Bo said, that this surgery is really risky. And then if he dies for real this time, and I didn't have a chance to, I've got to, maybe if they haven't taken him to surgery, I could just go in there and I could ask him if I could take a DNA sample.
No, you can't go charging into an operating room.
Okay, I'll say that I've got a warrant. I've got a warrant.
Let's see. No, that's not gonna fly. What are they gonna say, huh? Without seeing anything?
Okay, I don't know. Okay, I've got to do something. I can't just be wandering around here. I'm gonna lose my mind. I've got to do something.
Why don't we just wait until tomorrow, until after the surgery?
You heard what Paige said. I mean, who knows how long it's going to be before we're going to be able to see John, and I can't wait that long. I can't wait another minute.
Look, Natalie, this hasn't been easy for me either, okay? If John's in that operating room, there's a good chance that my friend Hugh is buried in John's grave.
I have to go.
Wait. I'll take you where you have to go.
You could take me as far as my car. I have to do the rest myself.
Come on, admit it. We had a great time.
Oh, it was swell.
Yeah. Good night, Adriana.
Good night, Roxy.
Hey, listen, I want to see more of you, so come by the Hair Haven for a freebie. Highlights, lowlights, no lights, henna, whatever.
I'll check my schedule.
Yeah, you check it out.
Okay.
She's so cute.
Go home now.
I'm going. Now. Get out of my way.
That was fun.
I can see I'm going to have to change your idea of what fun is.
Why did you buy the game if you don't like it?
It was in the closet when I moved in. Who knows how long it's been here for?
Okay, so I turn in the cheaters, so that makes me a suck-up, and I like the game, so that makes me a geek.
Okay, if this is turning into a fight, I'll go find my mother and we'll go drink.
It's not turning into a fight.
Oh, I'm really glad. Because I never think of you as a suck-up or a geek. What?
I just think you should give the game another chance.
Adriana,
it's just one more game, one more card, okay? You're finally alone with your girlfriend after a very romantic wedding. What do you do?
Hey.
Hey.
What are you working on?
Chris. This is the final draft of my opening argument.
You're gonna knock him dead.
I hope so. Gotta go with Todd.
I think he knows where I stand.
Good.
Who was on the phone?
Nobody.
Don't you guys have some donuts to eat or something?
Yo, so...
I can't believe this. They're taking him in. I don't understand any of it. I was asking around. Oh, shoot. I have a phone call. It's my dad. Shh. Hi, Dad.
Hey, kiddo, how's the party going?
Fine.
Can't hear you, sweetie. Why are you whispering? Is something wrong?
I'm at Langston's house, and their parents are sleeping. I'm just trying to be quiet.
Well, I'm glad you two made it home safe. Did you have a good time?
Get off of me!
Yeah, Dad. I had a great time.
I wish Natalie hadn't run out like that.
Me too.
I feel so sorry for her.
So do I, you know? She just hasn't been the same since she lost John.
One life to live.
We want to hire him.
We want you to find Tommy's parents.
You're going to go down for murdering John McBain's father.
If I see you at that court, I'm going to ask the judge to have you removed.
You can help me, or you can get out of my way.